ministry time, as I talked about how we'd be doing that here at the end, towards the end of the show tonight. And we're talking about 4 reasons to trust God based off a song that will be our last song of the night that we're going to play in about 5 minutes, called Sweet Comfort Band, called Got to Believe, and why we need to believe in Jesus and God and trust Him. So 4 reasons to trust God. It says in John 11:40, then Jesus said, did I tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God? So if we believe, we will see the glory of God. We're always told to have faith and to trust God, aren't you? In churches and stuff, and certain situations, it's easier said than done, isn't it? We sometimes think things will be easier if we take it into our own hands, trying to do it ourselves. But it's always better when we give it to God and we trust God. Nobody ever said that having faith would be easy, but it's worth it, and here is why. So 4 reasons right now to trust God. Number 1, He knows things better than we do. God knows everything we go through at the very moment and everything we will ever go through in our future. He knows our past, our future. He knows the best way to handle every single circumstance and situation so we get the best possible outcome. So it's our job to know that He knows better than we do and to trust Him with that. We need to follow His path and trust that He knows best, because He does. It says in James 1:6, but when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. Man, it's been windy these last couple of days. It's been nice and warm, but windy. And you don't want to be in that wind and tossed by the sea. You want to trust God. So again, the number 1 way to trust God is the thing to know is He knows better than we do. Number 2, a reason to trust God is all things are possible with God. As it says in Mark 9:23, if you say that, Jesus said, everything is possible for the one who believes. He knows the desires of your heart. If you trust in Him, the things that you want most, He will take care of your needs. He knows what's best for your life. If you feel like your goals are hard to achieve, or it's sometimes even impossible, realize and think again. Anything is possible with God. It says all things are possible for those who believe. He has your back and will help you get through anything in life. All you have to do is to have faith. I'm not talking like the faith like George Michael. Oh, you gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. No. We're talking about faith in God. Number 3, a way to think and to trust in God, and the reason to trust God is He is worthy of our trust. Having faith is having trust. You have to trust with your entire being that God has your back, that He will help you and take care of you. He knows what's best, but to truly embrace what He has planned for you, you have to fully trust. Our trust is not foolish, but our God is both faithful and good. Dig into the Bible, into Scripture. Acquaint yourself with the promises of God, with His long-suffering faithfulness. Go back to Abraham, to all of us, to get to know the character of God, and your joy and your willingness to trust Him will abound. As one of my favorite scriptures says in Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. And last and certainly not least, He knows what He is doing. God knows what He's doing. He knows better than we do. God knows exactly what He wants in your life. He has a purpose for you and everything He's planned out. He's got everything planned out. He knows who you're going to marry, how many kids you're going to have, or if you're not going to have kids, and what job you have, and every other detail of your life, both big and small. He knows what you're going to do tomorrow, next month, and years down the road. Do not doubt His plan, because He knows and He has a perfect plan. So hopefully that blesses and encourages. Again, 4 reasons to trust God. Number 1, He knows better than we do. Number 2, all things are possible with God. Number 2, He's worthy of our trust. And number 4, He knows what He's doing. Hopefully that blesses and encourages you tonight. In the meantime, Sweet Comfort Band, from their album from 1978 called Breaking the Ice, it's called Got to Believe, as we finish up Retro Rock Live right here on the show. Thanks again for listening.